Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel, Tecmo Super Bowl PlayStation. Playing through this season, 4-1 with the Steelers, leading the division. Looks like the Seahawks have a better record at 5-1 because they played one more game, and the Bills are tied. So, right up there with the best in the league. Cordell Stewart's having a great season, rushing the ball at quarterback. It's pretty much my saving grace. So we got to keep him healthy. And maybe one of these days we'll get Rod Woodson back and make the defense more dominant. So, leaders. I don't know where the team data is on this. I was going to kind of look to see. I like using a rushing QB, you know that. But in this game, I feel like it would be so difficult to move the ball without either a scrambling QB or a fast running back, because the passing game looks rough. Well, who cares? Let's just simulate and hop into a game. Let's see who the next opponent is. Offensive coordinator mentality. That's a great question. With this Steelers team, it's all about running the ball. You know, if I could get some big chunks with the bus, I'll do that. If I have, I'll call passing plays and hopes there's a wide open wide receiver. And if there is, I'll try to throw to him. And every once in a while, I'll take a shot down the field if it looks like a receiver is burning the defender. All right, but it's hard to see down the field in this game. That's my biggest issue with the passing game. So we're going up against the Bengals. So I have received a comment about this game from one of the viewers saying they really don't enjoy this version, but they don't mind watching a season on the channel. So I'm gonna get through it slowly but surely. Yeah, Woodson is still out. Totally whiffed on that tackle.
Good play to call. First down and 10.
So let's see. If I tried to put in Woodson. Oh, he's just sitting on the bench? How long has that been going on for? He got injured one of these weeks. And I never got the report that he came back unless I missed it. Oh, now defense is about to get real. Not just in the game. How do I like to run defense? Usually, I don't think so much in Tecmo defensive terms, but also, you know, Madden. I just like to stay in the 4-3, mix up the zone coverages. I'm not huge. I do like the cover 2. I like to throw it in there, but I also like to get cover 3, so there's 3 guys back if I run a zone. The 2 I feel like can be exploited too easily, especially if you don't have 2 fast safeties. In this version, you do have, you know, different formations you could choose,
And one.
but really the strategy is just to be one of the faster players on defense. And if you can get someone like Rod Woodson that also has high interception rating, that's huge as well because you'll pick off more balls if you're in the right spot.
And one. Maybe running is proper. Formation.
Flea flicker. That didn't work out.
Quarterback sack. Greg Lloyd.
Like to blitz on every play.
And long.
Yeah. You know, I do like a good blitz, but I don't equate it to this game specifically. I'm more thinking about Madden when you're asking these questions. But yeah, like not a full commit blitz, but at least one or two guys blitzing is nice. Just let him down that. What's up, Alex? How you doing?
First down. And
Good to hear from you in the chat. All right, so I think I'll just I do like that there's no play clock because then I could read the chat with no repercussions. For the bus on a little sweep, it's a chunk. Favorite defensive players growing up?
And 8.
I remember the first time getting exposed to like who the best defensive players are, and it was at like a book fair at the grade school. Like they had a NFL book, and so that was kind of my entry point on who the best guys were. Cordell with the spin. I remember liking Junior Seau because of that book, and then I would kind of go back and play some Tecmo Super Bowl and realized he wasn't as good in that game.
Run and shoot.
I remember Jesse Tuggle being part of that. I always liked Deion Sanders.
First down.
He had the speed, he had the swag. Trying to think who else on defense. I mean, Reggie White was always big, but since he was on the Packers, I didn't really care for him at the time because being from Chicago, you know, you get programmed to not like the Packers.
First down. And 10.
But yeah, that's about it. Bruce Smith. I was a Bruce Smith guy in Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES because he's the fastest lineman in that game. He has cornerback speed. 69 max speed.
First down. And 10.
Rod Woodson, I don't think I knew too much about him until later on.
Shotgun.
What's up, Gridiron Masters? You met Jesse Tuggle and didn't know it? Where did that happen at? NBA Live 96, what did you think of it?
Second down.
Jimmy John Fix. Did you get the giant sandwich? Which one did you get?
Shotgun.
Bill Romanowski, no. He was a little too crazy for me. Oh, he's hurdling. Brian Cox on the Dolphins and Jets.
First down. 10.
I remember him being marketed as a big time linebacker.
Run and shoot.
But I don't think I really cared for the linebacker position too much until Urlacher was on the Bears. Before that, I remember playing the sports games and having Barry Minter. Oh, DPS wouldn't know about those Jimmy John's orders. So I thought he was open, but came on the comeback route. 0-0 first quarter.
Third down and long.
No, I didn't know Jeff Beck. But rest in peace. Giant Hunters Club. Double roast beef, double provolone cheese with lettuce, extra mayo, no tomato, barbecue Jimmy chips, and a chocolate chip cookie to wash it down. Yeah, you ain't messing around. Did you not eat all day? Run up the middle.
Fourth down and 4.
4th and 4. I'm going to go for it. Let's rush it. Cordell, he drags him across for the first down.
First down and 10.
Back in the day when I still ate meat, I was a big fan of the Italian nightclub. The Gargantuan was good too, but I felt like it was just a little bit too much going on. Like I didn't really need all that. It's flying. Uh-oh. Is that out of bounds? First down.
First down and 4.
What's up, Kay Sanders? What's up, Jay Pickney? What's up, Shalabay? What's my record at Burger King? I was a big Burger King guy back in, my early 20s. I think as a kid, I could easily throw down 2 Whoppers. They were like 99 cents. As I got older, what did I eat? I'm trying to think. Career high. Never really liked the special burgers that they would make at Burger King. For whatever reason, except there was one I liked. I take that back. The rodeo burger with the onion rings and barbecue sauce. That one was pretty good. What was my favorite system as a kid? Man, it was just a good time to be a video gamer because my favorite system was usually the next one that came out. But once I had a bunch of them, I would say the Nintendo 64, just because of the social gaming aspect of it and the wrestling games, Mario Kart 64. I loved Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey, NBA Hang Time. We've also played GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. There's a lot of good times with the system, and usually with multiple people involved.
Second down.
I've definitely thrown down my fair share of burgers.
Formation.
Red 44, red 44. Hut, 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 hut.
Nothing.
Quarterback sack.
Baconator. See, yeah, that was one I was thinking about. That name definitely caught on, but I never really liked that one. I don't know. I feel like the blend of what they had going on with the Whopper
And
was
step back.
tastier than that.
24. Hut.
I guess I just didn't like their bacon at the time.
4th down and long.
Yeah, I did my fair share of online gaming on the PS2 for sure. 2K1 and 2K2, I didn't play those online. I played NBA Live and Madden. And looking back on it, I had some good times, but I got really competitive, and when I would play that, I was definitely isolating myself more while playing
1st
games.
down
I was never
and 10.
super hardcore. Like, all I could take was 1 or 2 intense games, and then I'd have to stop. But yeah, it's like once you start playing online, it's like, oh, I don't really need to call over my friends. I got this competition online now, so uh-oh. Technically, that's a fumble. He threw it backwards, but the game doesn't recognize it as that.
2nd down and 10.
BK Stacker, quad stacks, no sauce.
Shotgun.
I've never had like the chicken at Chick-fil-A. By the time there was Chick-fil-A's in Chicagoland area, I already was not eating meat. KFC, I was always more of a Brown's chicken guy. It just felt like their breading was way better.
And 10.
And the KFC that was closest to me, was combined with a Pizza Hut. And I felt like it was kind of bogus. I did like those little mini chicken sandwiches with like the mayo and lettuce. Those are probably my favorite thing from there. KFC Stacker or whatever it was called. What's up, Joseph? NBA 2K, NFL 2K, and Dreamcast. They are still great games. I like NBA 2K because it's got that fast, almost arcade simulation-like gameplay. And, NFL 2K is still a classic, major leap in football games then, graphically and gameplay-wise.
1st down and 6.
Brown's chicken was your granny's thing.
From this position.
PS2 is probably your favorite. Yeah, I can make a case for PS2. Honestly, ton of good times with PS2. Overall, the online gaming. I remember even like in high school, we'd get into the karaoke revolution and sing versus each other. Wrestling, basically SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain.
And 9.
So I do have a lot of good memories with the PS2 as well. So you could make a case for it.
Shotgun.
Yellow. 24.
I think a lot of it too depends on the age you experienced it. Another touchdown. He's already over 100 rushing yards.
Cordell Stewart. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Everything, new ownership of BK. Double cheeseburger, still good. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I feel like once you get to the Dreamcast PS2, those are systems that anyone could go back to because the graphics are good enough. And you're dealing with some excellent gameplay because of all the competition going on at the time. And they still, then, even though they're simulation games, they really try to make the games fun to play. And they are fun to play. Oh, Casual Sports Gamer Joe, he's out in New Mexico, you know. It's crazy over the years, all the people I've had on the channel. Some stick, some don't. But yeah, my friend Joe moved long ago, years ago.
First down and 10.
Yeah, PS2, it had a lot of versatility and tons of games.
One setback.
Blue 33. Hut.
If you're the one thing that I'm thinking now with my PS2
Good play to call.
collection, like once I got to the PS2, like I basically only played sports games, so I didn't really have a good variety. It was just sports at that time. Whereas on N64, still playing, some of the other games, and felt like the people I was playing with are all on the same level. He was wide open.
Incomplete.
Don't know what defense that was.
Second down and 10.
Get a zone blitz going here. Oh, he caught it.
First down
Matching up with dial-up, yeah.
and 10.
Online was still in its infancy
Called timeout.
with the Dreamcast. But at least it was an option. That's a lot of Burger King there, Deontay. Dreamcast was hot. It was. PS5. What's I don't know what NGL is. Sorry.
First down.
If someone can clear that up for me, I can respond to that comment. NGL. Domino's Cinestics? I don't know. It sounds like something I might have tried once, but I didn't really even know they had them.
Shotgun.
Block 44. Hut.
So you think that the competition was removed basically 2004, 2005. And plus, that's about when Midway started kind of messing up their games and went away from, not gonna lie, okay. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, the PS5, I mean, it's a good system, but the whole way it was released and comparing it to a PS4, I mean, you're not dealing with a major upgrade in what the games look like. But yeah, to go back to the halftime of this game, 14-3. At that time, 05, shortly after, Madden got the official license for the NFL, and then there was some pushback, so from the other game companies, and they've made some kind of
First down.
legal stipulation where EA couldn't make an MLB game. Meanwhile, Midway's scrambling. They always had the good arcade sports games. They're changing up the formula. It's not really working out.
Double tight end.
Block 33.
And then, yeah, that's kind of when the good variety started to fade away.
Out of bounds. Second down.
Sweet icy Domino's. Major eater. Definitely major eater.
Yellow 45. Hut.
Setting up blocks behind Cordell. Oh. I saw a guy wide open. Oh, and he gets a jumping catch. That's the first time I've really seen that animation. Cordell throws it right on the money. See, that's the kind of thing I look for. Is there a guy wide open? Because then I know I'm pretty safe to throw it, even if he misses. Because Cordell's accuracy is not very good, because he's probably like a rookie in this game. He's got the no photo, so he wasn't a big star yet. Oh, Brian, he hasn't really contacted me to do anything on the channel. Meanwhile, my time is limited to pretty much like these odd evenings when I stream, so don't really have a lot of availability to just make random streams happen on the channel. Well, I'm more familiar with Cordell, so I would take him. Oh, what a spin. I used to eat Twinkies.
First down and 10.
But it's been a while.
One setback.
NFL Reebok Classic jersey for Christmas. Nice. I used to really like wearing football jerseys. They're big. You know, wearing them in the fall to go wherever, watch football games if you're outside a little bit. They got a little bit of warmth to them because they're big and thick. But I hadn't got out of wearing them the last couple years.
I wonder how they'll defend in this situation.
Also, really haven't been to the Tecmo Super Bowl tournaments. That's where I would wear them most frequently. Man, people are just throwing right through Rod Woodson. Ooh, Culpepper jersey, nice.
First down and 10.
Control super complex. Yeah, that's what I always liked about the Midway arcade games. They made it so like anyone could play. It's literally 3 buttons. It's like, okay, this one, we'll just take a basketball game for an example. Shoot is the same as Cincinnati gets on the board. Shoot's the same as block, the same button. Pass and steal are the same button, and there's a turbo button. And if you hold down turbo and press one of the other ones, it does a push. Or if you do the steal and the turbo. So it's like super simple controls. Oh man. Making me hungry. I played pickup basketball tonight for like, I only got 3 games in, so it was probably under an hour. Because I always have to show up late. But, I gotta get Rad Woodson back on these kickoffs. This guy is super slow.
First down and
favorite champion NBA jerseys you ever owned? Well, my first one was Sean Kemp, so we gotta put that one in there. I'm trying to think. You know, I probably didn't have a ton of them when I was at the age where I wanted a lot of them. So I remember getting a Damon Stoudemire one, like the original Raptors with the red dinosaur on the front. So that one was cool. And then I also had the Vince Carter one, but that was not a rookie one, so it didn't have the dinosaur. It was like the new version. And I had a Rodman 91. The black one, of course. Without the pinstripes, though, they didn't make the champion one with the pinstripes, which is probably for the better.
Incomplete.
What's up, Green Magic?
Second down and 10.
Oh yeah. I'm not touching that one, Jalabay. Not tonight. Hope the guy's all right. Hank says pass 2.
Quarterback sack. John Copeland is down on the ground. He may be hurt.
Oh no. Finally happened. Jim Miller's coming in. Cordell's out. Good thing I got the lead.
Third down and long.
Now we're going to see how challenging this game gets. For the record, Jim Miller is the starter on the team. I took him out.
One setback.
Yellow 45.
Oh yeah, Iverson gear was highly coveted. I'm trying to think, I think, did I have a Stackhouse jersey on the Sixers? I can't remember. We're going to have to punt. Time for the defense to step up. I know I didn't have an Iverson. Charles Oakley showed up.
First down and 10.
Yeah, you're not going to argue with that guy. Slash is done for at least a game. Gotta figure out how to go to the team data and switch around the lineup after the game.
Incomplete. Second down.
Do the conditions change wildly? That's a good question. Well, you do see the defense. The conditions are right next to their name. I don't know. I haven't checked it too much, but now since you brought it up, I'll check it next quarter on the defense. See if there's any major changes. Costco cheesecake.
Third down.
Yeah, what's
and
in...
10.
There's a reason why they say Rod is God. Because he was very good in these Tecmo Super Bowl games. Now, that might be giving him a little bit too much credit. But, yeah, Rod was... he was the real deal in these Tecmo games. Not a lot of covered receivers catching balls. Levon Kirkland.
And 10.
Yeah, but I remember him, but not any like specific plays or anything. I just remember who he is. There we go. Defense comes through.
First down and 10.
It's rare to have 5 of the 7 defensive backs and excellent. Randy Moss, he was killing it back then. They're going to give him that 98. Hot dog with anything. Chili cheese dog. I wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog, so I never really been huge into chili. Still to this day, like, It's just not one of my favorite spices. I mean, I'll eat it, but I don't get a taste for it.
Run and shoot.
Red 56. Red 56. Hut, 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 hut.
Rod's second best DB, only next to Deion Sanders.
Incomplete. Third down. And long.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good now that I don't have Cordell running around.
Blue 41. Blue 41. Hut, 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 hut.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about Costco cheesecake. I never had it. Oh, got a lucky one. I saw Bettis open, but I'm like, he's still like gotta go 12 yards before the first down.
And 10.
So now I think I'm gonna get to the running game.
One setback.
Black 45. Black 45. Hut,
Greg Lloyd,
hut.
just about the best linebacker.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Nothing too crazy. Probably just get some sausage or pepperoni. You'd make them 99 overall. Is there another 99 overall receiver in 2004? So you were saying he got slighted.
Gun.
Blue 24. Blue 24.
Hit him in stride. How's Matt, my brother?
First down. And 10.
He's doing pretty good.
Will defend in this situation.
Haven't seen him much. He's living that digital lifestyle, you know.
One setback.
Yellow 56.
The bus tier 1, really, with the 56 max speed. He looks open. Touchdown, Jim Miller is coming in. And really impressing.
Pittsburgh.
Any memorable pizza moments? Yeah, a lot of Falco's Pizza watching Bulls games, that's for sure. Doesn't like me to eat too fast, so he gets his fair share of at least half the extra large pizza, you know.
It's good.
Chinese food in Chicago. That's a great question. I kind of stopped eating Chinese food a long time ago. I go to Thai restaurants. Just feel like the food is more consistent and cleaner. Same sort of thing. So I wouldn't know.
First down. And 10.
Good tipper. No. No. Not at all.
One setback.
Ready. Set. Hut.
Stiffen. Stiffen the delivery guy.
First down.
Sean is doing good as far as I know.
10.
I don't talk to
Red 45. Hut.
Sean and Matt every day. It's more infrequent.
Second down. And 10.
Hey, maybe I'll get back into Echo one of these days. You never know.
T formation.
Blue 33.
Yeah, so I played pickup basketball tonight, and I realized, like, man, I feel pretty out of shape compared to the last time I played, because we played, like, you know, right before
Third down.
Christmas.
And
So it's been probably like 3 weeks. And, you know, I did a little more eating. The weather was bad. A lot more drinking that I wasn't doing the previous 3 months, really. And yeah, I didn't feel too great on the basketball court until like the third game, but decided to not eat after and try to get at least some intermittent fasting in, because I haven't really been doing that the past 3 or 4 weeks. And I feel bloated. Wonder how Alex is feeling after that big Jimmy John's. So they recovered. I don't think I had the right kickoff team on the field. So we're not getting the ball back to Jim Miller to light it up. But Jeff Blake, he's been on point.
Second down and 10.
Well, I can't say the E word anymore on this stream. It's just I'm not ready for it.
Key formation.
Red 33, red. Yellow 24,
Covered, no pick, knocked away.
Third down.
Sometimes Deontay, that will help out. But I feel like the best thing, though, to help it is either getting a really good sweat in or going to sleep on an empty stomach. Like you wake up and you're like, oh, there we go. Now it's more back to normal. You got one half of the sandwich down? Yeah, those Giants they're pretty big. They're not cheap either. I'm sure with the delivery, you probably paid like $25 with that cookie and stuff. But hey, if you worked all day and didn't really eat, it's definitely worth it.
One setback.
You saw Son and Dima and Tap. He's good, growing that baby. Jerome Bettis.
First down and 10.
No, I don't think I'm gonna play Team E for a long time. They're just too cheap. I never really like those extra teams in the sports games anyways. I'm all about the teams that played that year. I never even really liked the classic teams that much, to be honest. I do kind of like it now in NBA 2K games because they look so accurate. So I do like to play with some of the older NBA teams in those games. But back when they had the classic teams on Genesis, Super Nintendo, I didn't really pay too much attention to them. Plus, I was so young that I really didn't even know the players on the classic teams for the most part. It's tough to get back in shape when you're upper 30s. Yeah, it's commitment. It's definitely commitment. A lot of it's diet, but you also got to mix in some exercise. You really need a combo of both.
Last 2 minutes. Key formation.
Usually the Chinese food has MSG, which is the monosodium glutamate, the seaweed. It really enhances the flavor stuff. It's like in common chips like Doritos, Cheetos, like that. That reason you keep wanting to eat them is because they have like this, I don't know, this salty salty taste that tingles your tongue, you know. Oh, this is too far for a field goal. Why won't let me call a timeout? That's weird. So I selected the wrong play, but I can't call a timeout. Okay. Well, let's just try to kick it. It seems very bad design.
First down and 10.
Weekly rec soccer last 4 months, getting into shape, but slowly. Yeah, soccer will help out. It's a lot of running.
Key formation.
Block 41. Block 41. Hut. Hut.
It is easier when you keep up with it. I think if you don't want to do a lot of exercise and get into shape,
Second down.
you have to at least do walking, and you really have to be disciplined with your diet and like limit the consumption to a minimal. Most people's bodies can't really handle too much bread.
Incomplete. Third down.
Gridiron Master is giving his weight loss tips, finding alternatives, lower carbs, having a couple cheat days. Yeah, I would say that's a good way to do it. I've been ordering too many pizzas, having a lot of cheat meals per day. That's the problem. Like, I'll eat a salad the day before. The next day, I'm like, all right, pizza for dinner. I ate a salad yesterday.
Darren Perry. Turnover.
Another interception.
First down and 10.
Try the pitch.
I formation.
Blue 56. Blue 56. Hut.
Come on, bus. Oh, yeah, the wheels on the bus. You save pizza for the weekend. That's smart. The problem is, like, the one pizza place that I like has an extra large cheese pizza for $12.99 with one topping. It's hard to beat.
Key formation.
Pretty big too. It's really thin, so I can almost eat a whole pizza of it. Come on, get there. First down, maybe. What's up, Adam? I'm winning against the computer.
Cincinnati has called timeout. Shotgun.
Block 28. Block 28.
Jimmy Miller. No.
Quarterback sack. John Copeland. Cincinnati has called
All right, fourth
timeout.
quarter.
Second
27
down
seconds.
and 10.
Got this one in the bag. Let's test Jim Miller's arm. Jimmy Miller. Back to pass. Throws one to Yancey Thigpen. And it wasn't on a deep route. But good throw
And 10.
nonetheless.
Shotgun.
1 second left. E. Mills already got a touchdown this game.
Incomplete. The game is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers win the game.
Announcers pumped about Steelers winning this game. Thigpen's tier 1 too. Well, the Steelers are really good then. Bengals gave me a little bit of a challenge. Camera angle's tough. Yeah, that's how all the Tecmo Super Bowl games are. They're horizontal. If it's done right, like the NES version, Super NES version, it works very well. This one, it cuts off too many of the receivers. It's hard to know who you're throwing to. So take a quick look at the standings after that game. Oilers right behind me at 4-2. And we're gonna. So you just have to go back to the main menu to go to the team data. Good Iron Master is saying side view is king. I do like the side view in basketball games, and football games went away from it a lot quicker than basketball games. Basketball games still, a lot of people play that view. There's a lot of football games, I don't think they even gave the option. We gotta go all over the United States to get to the Steelers. Got one loss versus Buffalo. So Cordell's out and everyone else is good. Oh, I forgot to check the conditions, Hank. Sorry about that. On the defense during the game. Wow, he's 63 max speed right now. Nothing too crazy though, only 310 rushing. 10 touchdowns though, that's good. I've never tried oxtail. I like jerk sauce, but I haven't really had jerk pork. There was this one vegan restaurant in Chicago. It's not there anymore. They had a really good jerk tofu sandwich, or not sandwich. It was a wrap. I got it often. It was good. The receivers, they're not having the greatest seasons. Cordell's already over 1,000 yards rushing. No INTs for Cordell Stewart, though. Good rating, very conservative with him at quarterback, knowing that he could run. And Jim Miller's doing all right himself. Yeah, Thigpen, I've kind of ignored him. Look, he's only got 3 catches. I have to put him more on the offense. Mills got 2 touchdowns. He's been more of a target. I really haven't looked at the receivers. I haven't targeted a receiver. I just pick a pass play and try to find an open guy, and this is just how it ended up. Yeah, so 5-1. I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough of this season. A lot of people just dismiss this version and say, I don't want to play it. It's too different from the other Tecmo Super Bowl games. But I want to play through it and give a more informed opinion on this version. Yeah, Steve Young, he's in the game. He's on the 49ers. We're going to override it. You know, oddly enough, if I play one game at a time, I do feel like after a few days playing another one of these games. But If you're asking me, can I crank out game after game of this? No, not really. I don't really feel that way about this version. Games take a while. You've been a Steelers fan since you were young, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Young almost as fast as Cordell. Was a 44. Yeah, Young was a scrambling quarterback. He did later on, once he got playing time on San Francisco, he proved himself as a scrambling star quarterback. He's in good condition right now, so he's at 50 max speed. So usually he'd be at 44. But yeah, there he is, Steve Young. No, I don't think I'm playing Ninja Turtles tonight. But anyways, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you all for coming in and chatting with me as I play through Tecmo Super Bowl. If I didn't have you guys in the chat, I don't think I can sit here and play this version alone without some type of audience. So I do appreciate you for that. So thanks for following the channel. And there's no real specific plans for the channel this year, but you know, we're gonna keep playing sports games on the channel. That's what we do. So you'll see more of that. And been a lot of football lately, but you know, we'll eventually get back to some other sports, some wrestling and stuff. So take care, everyone. Have a good night. See you next time.